Hello and welcome back to the Anime Club, the club where we talk about animes that we've been recently watching, viewing, enjoying. Let me know what you've been recently watching and enjoying, and if you've seen what I'm about to talk about, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. The Shibuya arc has finally kicked off, and well and truly kicked off at that. For absolutely months leading up to this, all I've been told is you are not ready for Shibuya. It is awful. Oh my god. And we are, I think, 4, maybe 5 episodes in, I think 4, and it has just been outstanding so far. Terrible, but outstanding. I have so many questions in my head now after this last episode that we've just seen. I need them answered now. I'm scared for the future. I'm scared about what's going to happen. Oh god, yeah. After Hidden Inventory, I was so happy to finally see Yuji and just the rest of the gang, just everyone back together. And while it was short-lived, I was still happy about it. We literally didn't even get breathing space. It went straight into Shibuya, which I can't decide if I love or wish it was a bit slowed down. Part of me loves how fast it is just jumped straight in, and then another part of me is like, can we just chill for a second and breathe? But to be honest, I think that's the point. I think the point is that this plan is just, it's been in the works for ages. Gato and all of the cursors have been planning this meticulously, and now it's just suddenly come to fruition, and Jesus Christ, is it here? Starting off with the fight between Makamaro and Mahito, that was just outstanding. I've seen some complaints about the ghosting and delaying, I think it is, that the animation isn't as good. It's literally like 3 to 5 seconds of an entire fight scene. I don't see how you can complain. These fights were stunning. Seeing a grand scale fight as well is something that we've not really seen in JJK, or something that I've not seen apart from maybe in animes that I've watched apart from potentially Attack on Titan, where there's something like a massive mecha suit. Oh my god though, just everything was brilliant. The domain expansion towards the end, or is it a simple expansion? It was just so sad as well, because literally all he wanted was to be the infiltrator. At first, when I found out that he was like the rat, the snitch, I was annoyed. I was angry at him. I was like, why is this guy doing this? And then when you come to realise that he was just doing it to essentially be aware of the plot so that he could tell Gojo and be able to tell them what was going to happen. So then all he wanted was to escape the fight and tell everyone, and also meet and be back with the one that he loves. But instead, that didn't really go to plan. That was kind of sad. Moving on straight into Shibuya, the whole reveal of even just that end scene of Gojo putting his hand through into Shibuya, I was like, oh god. Oh god. I'm loving all the flashbacks to Gato and all the cursors, like planning this and just being on a park or playing a game. It's just quite funny to see them interacting in this way. They're not in a dark, dingy bar or a casino. They're just having fun, but also planning the demise of Gojo and essentially the world. The fight between the Grasshopper and Yuji was quick, but I enjoyed it. I've spoken to someone who says that this fight was a bigger deal in the manga, which potentially it could have been, but I also think it's a lesser part of the story. Realistically, if we'd have spent like 2 episodes focused on this fight, or even 1 full episode, I think I would have been like, okay, can we get to like the actual people that I care about? Because you know that Yuji's gonna beat him. It's not a big boss. It's not a Mahito level curse, but it was a good fight, and it was really cool to see Yuji in that way. The shot of him with his fists just pouring out the cursed energy. Oh god. Oh god. And then seeing Gojo just fall down into the, oh my god. He goes into the underground and just sees the cursors, all 3 of them. We have Choso, Hanami, Jogo just all there ready, and he just isn't fazed. He just doesn't care. Seeing them like toy with having people everywhere so that Gojo can't, it was so brilliantly planned, and yeah, I love it. Moving on to the next episode, also seeing Choso use the blood like technique, that looks so cool, and I'm so interested to see what that does or how that works when it's not against someone like Gojo, where he has infinity between it and the blood can't even touch him. I want to see the blood manipulation, just like, is it gonna just pierce into someone's head? What's gonna I don't know. I feel like that could happen. I'm scared for when it does happen. Gojo just killed Hanami. I was just not expecting that at all. The way Gojo like grabs Hanami by the horns and pulls out the roots, that was so brutal. I was literally like, it's an anime and the curse isn't real, but I was watching that going, oh, Jesus Christ. Followed by then just like pushing infinity at them into the wall to the point where they just imploded. Gojo is another level, and honestly, if he just decided to just screw any non-sorcerers, then this would be over in minutes, seconds even. He would just wipe the floor. The man is too overpowered. The fact that it took Yuji and Todo last season to even like put a dent in Hanami. It took them like what, 3, maybe 4 episodes, a full fight of working together. Black Flash happened like 3-4 times. Gojo just wiped him without even a sweat. But then the reveal, Mahito has changed all these humans into mutated human curse things. They come off the train and it's like, oh god. But that scene of Gojo doing his domain expansion and he does the fingers and his eyes and it's beautiful, it's perfection. I'm so glad that they decided to get a narrator in for this to explain a little bit, because I would not have had an idea what was going on. Gojo was just running around and I think it said he killed 1,000 of these mutations in 226 seconds or something like that. The man is just a god. But then, oh god, no. When he stops and he's actually out of breath. By the way, I also loved the way that they started this episode with like the oh, what do you think of Gojo? And he's like, yeah, he's my master. Without him, I would have died. And that makes this so much sadder. Rewatching this, I will be so sad watching that, knowing what happens at the end of the episode. That they're not gonna see him again for as far as I know, quite a while, because he's in the prison realm. He's trapped. I'm so sad because all I want is to just see more Gojo, and I feel like I'm not gonna get that now because but on top of that, the reveal, Gato isn't Gato. I don't know how I didn't think of this before. In Jujutsu Kaisen 0, we know, and well, we don't actually see Gojo kill him, it's off screen, but we get the feeling that he does. And he came back and he's always just been there, but with the scar on his head, fair enough. But to me, I always just thought he's just used some like form of curse technique to come back as Gato, or I don't know. Only now, it's not Gato. The shock on Gojo's face when he pulls up, oh my god, like even that, like it takes something to rock Gojo, and that rocked him. But what is he? Who is he? Is it a curse that's like taken over Gato's body? Is it a form of Gato? I have so many questions and I need them answering now. I might have to just start reading the manga, to be honest. But yeah, there's not many animes that make me feel so unsafe for every character and have such outstanding fights, characters, everything. Somehow I actually felt bad for Hanami dying. I don't know why. But yeah, let me know, what did you think of JJK so far? I'm excited for the rest of Shibuya. I'll talk about it again when there's sort of been like 4 or 5 episodes. There's enough to talk about. Weekly, I feel like if I made these videos weekly, I would only be able to talk about it for a couple minutes. So I think it's better to let them build up and talk about it all at once. But I'm loving Shibuya so far, and I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments what you've been thinking about it, and I'll see you next time on the Anime Club.